You said you don't agree with all the women humiliation that happens on the show. I know it's intentional and for the viewers. So what specifically do you mean by, the women humiliation that happens on the show?
Well, I mean, just like intentionally talking about things and doing things to like incite a reaction that you know is going to happen, because literally like I watched one of the podcasts and you started doing the warlock talk, and then you're literally zooming in on the girls' face that are like annoyed at you for talking about it, because they're like, clearly, you know, most of us have no idea about warlocks, and it's like intentionally
about warlocks.
Because you were talking about World of Warcraft
totally or whatever, and it's like, bruh.
Wouldn't that be more me humiliating myself than me humiliating women talking about World of Warcraft?
Yeah, he's casting himself under the bus.
That's a fucking 50 DKP minus! What the fuck was that shit?
That was funny.
Anything? So just that was your gripe, the World of Warcraft stuff?
I just like things like that. Yeah.
Okay, can you provide one example of a time I humiliated a woman on the show?
Well, I mean, I didn't
probably
watch
have,
the show
to be
enough,
honest, but
that was just one of the examples.
Can you give me another example? You wrote it. I'm just.
That's one of the examples. That's the example.
Honestly, I've watched a lot of like the viral clips of this podcast, and it's not you ever humiliating them, it's them humiliating themselves. Yeah. Because I couldn't wrap my mind around the girl who cried because he asked her, well, what's misogynist? And she started crying and left. I wanted to strangle her. I wanted to throat punch her. Like, are you kidding me? Grow the fuck up.
Punch.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That was sad, though.
It wasn't sad. It was stupid. She was stupid. She was dumb for acting like a baby. Don't go on a podcast that's going to talk about these topics if you can't handle it. If you're going to sit there and cry like a little bitch,
everyone's
go home.
Everyone's going to have unique reactions.
I didn't.
So
she deserved it.
But yeah, it is.
What's that?
Definitely.
Is it a Socrates quote? Trust not when a woman weeps. For what is that? Is
White
that
woman
Socrates
tears.
Or
that's what she was doing. White woman tears.
Plato? Is it Plato or I don't know? Maybe chat. Find me the quote. But can you provide one example of a time I humiliated a woman on the show?
Well, I didn't say that. I said
Here, this is what you wrote. You said, I don't agree with all the women, plural, I don't know, all the women humiliation that happens on the show. I know it's intentional and for the viewers.
That was my example. That's what I was talking about. With the video game thing and just doing it to incite a reaction and then...
Are you saying just like showing that girls are annoyed or something?
How's that humiliating to women? You just sit there confused.
Literally doing it to entice a reaction that you know is the reaction you're going to get.
But it's
most of the people, actually, the reality is when I do the World of Warcraft thing, like 5 people think it's funny and everyone else is like, LLL, cringe, cringe, cringe. I hate it when he does this, da 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 da. Like
in the chat,
I just do it because I want to do it.
Yeah, we all think it's weird.
That was literally
shut up. So okay, can you give me one example? Give me one example. There's
that was my example. I don't have a better example.
There's over 100 hours of me doing this podcast. Wait, we've done like 160 something shows. What is this, 168?
Brian, to be fair, she's only watched like 2 podcasts.
Yeah, I think
you're just
not watched all the hours. It's a lot of hours.
Maybe.
Does anyone else have an example?
Provide
maybe
one
she
example.
thinks. Maybe she thinks that you're letting these women.
Go ahead.
Maybe she thinks that you're letting these women embarrass themselves. Like, but that's literally their choice because they select to come onto the podcast.
I mean, that was my example to that statement. So maybe it's not the best one, but that's it. That's all I got for you.
Okay, all right.
You can't control that necessarily, but I mean...
I'm only responsible for the words that come out of my mouth. If somebody comes on here and says some shit, that's them.
What was that noise?
But I do have a question. Okay, so whenever you're selecting thumbnails, what criteria are you selecting your thumbnails based off of?
Are you upset that I didn't put you in the thumbnail?
No, I don't give...
Look at this. She's jealous.
I don't give a shit.
Damn it, Brian,
okay.
why didn't you put me in the thumbnail?
I'm the
star. I'm the star of the show.
I'm the sky of the show.
Rude.
What the hell?
I'm the fucking A side of this shit. You're the B side. You should have put me in the goddamn thumbnail.
Yeah, instead of that thought daughter.